This is the first ever episode of CA Salman Radio for me, CA Salman, and my new book that just came out on Amazon.com for $24 called The King of Byron, the first book in the King's Trilogy series. Yay! So excited. I just got done with it. And, for those of you who are wondering why should I really care what this is, you don't have to care, but I would appreciate it if you did care. But no. The King of Byron is it inspired me. Well, I was inspired by Lord of the Rings, Aragon, Harry Potter, Legend of Drizzt, I don't know how you say that. But big fantasy novels, and I just love fantasy. It's like the thing that gets me motivated to read. Otherwise, I don't really read a whole lot of other stuff. But I wrote this book. I just got finished with it. I started writing it in 4th grade, and now I'm finally done with it. So it's taken quite a while for me to do this, and like tons and tons of years. So it's finally done, and I'm like so happy about it. Like, yes. But if you like fantasy, adventure, this is like the thing for you. If you're into Lord of the Rings, this is the thing for you. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. I go onto the OneRing.net every day because I need to know what's going on. But yeah. But I wanted to start this radio so I could just kind of get people interested in the King of Byron, just get it out there into the world so people like know what it is. And just to give me like an opportunity to open a new door for this book, because I am a writer. It's something I really want to do. And for me to write this book, I've actually just kind of proven to myself that I can do that. It's not the greatest book. I'm not going to say it's like the best ever, because it's not. I won't lie to you and say, you need to go buy this book because it just beats everything else. No, it really doesn't. Actually, since I was in 4th grade, it is kind of like a little messy in the beginning, a little not all that great. There's some mistakes, but after I've heard after chapter 8 it gets really good. So I'm like, all right. But I have gotten good reviews for it, even though I wrote it in like 4th grade, and like a couple years later, several years later, it's finally done. But I think it's really good. I've only read it a couple times. I should probably reread it just to refresh my mind. But for those of you who are wondering and you've continued to stay here for the past 3 minutes, thank you. The King of Byron is about a normal boy. His name is Sloan, and he lives in New York. He's 14 years old. He's just an average, ordinary boy, preparing to go to high school because that's coming up, and he's got a lot of big things going on in his life. He's got friends, he's got family that cares about him, all that fun stuff. But suddenly one day, this creature comes to visit him, and he's like, "Whoa, what is going on here? This is really freaky. Am I hallucinating or something like that?" And this creature tells him that he is the lost king from this parallel world. It's like medieval, and it's like parallel to ours, kind of. And he says that Sloane is, the king of this world, Byron, and that his mother was actually the queen, but she had to like leave because there is a dark queen, as always, that wants to take over Byron. So he's got to stop her. Like suddenly, this is all thrust onto him, and he has no clue what he's gonna do. But if he goes, Byron has a chance of surviving. If he doesn't go, everything is down the toilet, and there's just nothing else he can do. But the first one is out now, The King of Byron by C.A. Salman. You can buy it on Amazon. I've made it so that stores can buy it, so like Walmart sees it, and so if this is interesting, let's buy it, they can buy it. But you can buy it on Amazon for $24. I know it's a little pricey, but it's a really huge book. So it's 682 pages. So you're not buying this tiny little 200-page book for $24. You're buying a very thick book. I think it's like 2 pounds. So you could probably like whack someone with it and knock them out good. But so yeah, it actually came out in February, and I've started to market it because I self-published it. I didn't publish it. Like, I didn't get someone to publish it for me because the writing career is just so, like, limited. There's a lot of competition. And it's not everyone can publish your book. I mean, unless it's like the next Harry Potter big thing right there, you really don't have a chance. Sorry to say. So, I mean, I sent it out to like 10 publishers, only 2 got back from me, and the obvious answer was no. Obviously, I wouldn't be here right now, but no, they said it's a good book, but we have so many things come in. I'm like, yeah, fine, whatever. So, we looked into self-publishing. I actually wrote a letter to Christopher Poloni, I think that's his last name. But yeah, I wrote a letter to him, and like 2 weeks later he wrote back to me, and that was so exciting. I was like, I didn't even expect him to write, and never did I think it would come in like 2 weeks. But I wrote to him, and that was super exciting when I got the letter, and he actually gave me advice on how to write a book, some tips, and some ways to get it out there. Radio show was not one of them, so I came up with this idea, just put it on YouTube and just get it out there. But he did recommend self-publishing, so we kind of looked into that. And self-publishing is, it does take a lot of time and a lot of money. So, and it does take a lot of devotion. I mean, no one's marketing it for you. You have to go out and do it yourself. I mean, they're not giving you anything. They just give you the book. They say, here you go, do with it what you will. So, I have to do all the marketing. I have to do everything. And it does kind of suck in a way because it does take time from like school and family, but it is definitely worth it because I'm selling it, I'm getting it out there. I'm getting good reviews, which I'm so excited about. I mean, that, makes me feel really good inside because I didn't write a really stupid book that no one is ever going to like. And a lot of people have said they want it to be into a movie. It'd be so good as a movie. So I'm like, well, that opportunity is so far away. But it's always a possibility someone will see it and be, hey, Hollywood has just run out of so many ideas. They're making books into movies and remaking old movies. And so you never know. I think the opportunity has gone up a bit, the chance. But that would be so cool if my book did come into a movie because there'd be a lot of cool effects in there. It's very actiony, very a lot of fighting, a lot of stuff going on. There's a big war at the end. Spoiler there, sorry. But it is really kind of cool. I actually finished the second one. Hopefully that will be out this summer. My mom is done with school and she can now read it, and then I have some other people that want to edit it for me. So I've got that coming. I started the third one, about 200 pages into that. So, and I'm someone that likes to get this done quick. Like, I don't really plan. My writing skills are just, you got a good idea, you just type it down. That's what I do. Whatever comes into my mind, I'll sit there on the computer, just type whatever comes into my mind. I don't sit and write it out first. I don't think and plan. Trust me, I tried that with the first one and it didn't work out all that well. I kind of completely trashed the entire thing and just typed it up. Typed a whole new thing, and I was just kind of, I was like, that's not working for me. So I just took me 4 months to do the second one, and I just sat at the computer, typed whatever I had in my mind. I think I did 5 hours a day. Typed like 5 pages, so it didn't go all that fast, but I did finish it.